We are from Group 11.
Hello everyone, my name is Yuan Putri. Today, we will present to you about language planning. So, at first, what it is language planning? Language planning is defined most simply as deliberate language change. Language planners generally focus on specific language problems. In general, there are different forms of language planner. So, the first, purpose planning, and the second, status planning, and then the third, equation planning. So, next, linguistic problems as social problems.
Of the two is deeply rooted. Language is the primary tool for communication purpose, but can also distract the society if it will used inappropriately. It must follow the conformity governing the society to avoid conflict and to meet the boundary of individual difference. Social change produce change in language. This effect follows in ways that have not been accurately understood. However, social values are only the same as linguistic values when the society is a stable and unchanged one. Once society starts changing, the language change produce special effects. Jadi, masalah linguistik sebagai masalah masyarakat itu adalah hubungan antara bahasa dan masyarakat secara erat. Hubungan keduanya sangat mengakar. Bahasa adalah alat utama untuk tujuan komunikasi untuk membangun perdamaian dan ketertiban dalam masyarakat kita. Namun, masyarakat mengontrol bahasa kita dengan memberi kita preferensi apa yang dapat diterima dan tidak diterima. Jadi, perubahan sosial menghasilkan perubahan bahasa. Ini memengaruhi nilai-nilai dengan cara yang belum dipahami secara akurat. Bahasa menggabungkan nilai-nilai sosial. Namun nilai sosial hanya sama dengan nilai kebahasaan jika masyarakat stabil dan tidak berubah. Begitu masyarakat mulai berubah, maka perubahan bahasa menghasilkan efek khusus. Okay, and then next material will explain by my friends.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. For the first, let me introduce myself. I'm Devi Alistia. Here I will explain about national and official language, and then the similarity between the national language and the official language, and the difference between the national language and the official language, and then planning for national official language.
National language is a term that is more commonly used when told about the language spoken in a particular country. But actually, the term national language means that there is some kind of relationship between a region and the language spoken there. Official language is a term that is more appropriately used to refer to a language that is given a certain legal position. This can apply to the entire country or certain regions. However, most often the official language is the language used by the government. The official language is also the language that is often stated explicitly in the Constitution and has a symbolic purpose. The similarity between the national language and the official language is that they both relate to the status of the language in a particular region. The difference between the national language and the official language is that the national language refers to the language used in a certain area by one or several groups of people, while the official language is the language used by the government of a region for official purpose. Planning for national official language. There are 4 steps involved in developing code and variation. The first, selection. Selection is selecting the variety or code to be developed. The second, codification. Codification is standardizing its structural or linguistic feature. The third, elaboration is expanding its functionality for use in new domain. And the last, score is reception. The status of new varieties is important so that people's attitude toward the varieties being developed must be considered.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Rosa Kudan. Now I will explain about a variety of situation in the linguistic role in language planning. And the linguistic role in language planning, the number one, codification of orthography, developing vocabulary, and acceptance. Okay, now I will explain about a variety of situation.
A variety of situation. In social linguistics, diglossia is a situation in which two distinct variety of a language are spoken within the same speech community. Dalam sosial linguistik, diglossia adalah situasi di mana dua ragam bahasa yang berbeda diucapkan dalam komunitas bahasa yang sama. And the next, the linguistic role in language planning. And the first, codification of orthography. In linguistics, codification is the process of selecting, developing, and laying down or prescribing a model for standard language usage. Dalam linguistik, kodifikasi adalah proses memilih, mengembangkan, dan meletakkan atau meresapkan model untuk penggunaan bahasa standar. Ini biasanya berarti mengembangkan sistem penulisan, menetapkan aturan normatif untuk tata bahasa, ortografi, pengucapan, dan penggunaan kosakata, serta menerbitkan buku tata bahasa, kamus, dan pedoman serupa. Orthography is the practice or study of correct spelling according to established usage. In a broader sense, orthography can refer to the study of letters and how they are used to express sound and form words. Ortografi adalah praktik atau studi tentang ejaan yang benar menurut penggunaan yang sudah tepat. Di dalam arti yang lebih luas, ortografi dapat merujuk pada studi tentang huruf dan bagaimana mereka digunakan untuk mengekspresikan suara dan membentuk kata-kata. And the next, developing vocabulary. Vocabulary development is a process by which people acquire words, building up towards meaningful speech as infants grow and produce the first word around the age of 1 year. In early word learning, infants build their vocabulary slowly. By the age of 18 months, infants can typically produce about 15 words and begin to make word combination. And the next, acceptance. Acceptance is another word for acceptance, especially with the connotation of the object being well received or being approved of by the recipients. Acceptation also has a linguistic meaning of the generally understood definition of a word. Pengembangan kosakata adalah proses di mana orang-orang memperoleh kata-kata. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for your attention.
Okay guys, thanks for attention and see you. Bye.